What's good, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters: Jalen Saunders, Nick, Thomas, Derek Kincaid, Purple Derpington, Joe Nathan Young, Texno, Mid Dinos, Isaac, Inico Melio, Elijah Williams, In Before You, Xree, Adeel Javed, Jay Hewitt, and Snowy Padley. Thank you very much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below to find out more. We'll see you there. Oh, I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. No, I'm not. No. As much as I would love to go to Japan, I am not, in fact, turning Japanese. I'm not even like, I'm like a hint Asian, but it's not actually like Asian. It's like Polynesian. It's like Tongan. I'm like 2% Tongan, and that's about it. Micah, on the other hand, is a quarter Japanese. And Micah will tell you this story if you haven't heard it before. When he went to college, he actually signed up for like a Japanese course and everything. And he goes into the class thinking, oh, there's just going to be a bunch of people in here looking to learn Japanese because they want to, they're there for a language elective. But no, it's full of a bunch of weebs who just want to learn Japanese so that they can potentially maybe go on a trip to Japan. And the very moment Micah revealed to them that he was a quarter Japanese, all of a sudden everyone in the class simultaneously turned their heads and just stared at him. To which Micah regretted the moment that he let them know he was a quarter Japanese. He should have just said he was Israeli and just been done with it. Because Micah, it's a traditional like Israelite name. But that being said, I want to go to Japan for various reasons. On one hand, I would love to see the technological mecca that is Tokyo. I would love to go to Kyoto. I'd love to go to Hiroshima and Nagasaki for reasons that I'm sure you all are aware, but so I can clear it up, to see the memorial and to honestly, even though I am an American, I cannot find myself agreeing with the reason why to drop the bombs on those cities, and in some way I would like to, pay tribute in some way and just see the historical sites. I also, this is going to sound weird, I would like to go to the Aokigahara Forest. I don't know if I'd...
We're not going to make a fucking YouTube video.
No. Well, if I do, like, I'm not going to show a dead body. No. I am not going to show a dead body. Look, Logan Paul ruined the appeal of that forest forever. Especially people going there to see it. The fact that he showed the body in any circumstance is wrong, and I at first defended Logan Paul to a certain degree because on one hand he was a kid, but on the other hand he knew exactly what he was doing. He was raising controversy, and he knew he'd have to make an apology video, which he'd make a lot of money for, or which would garner him some fans and everything. And it also gave his brother a different kind of appeal. He was seen as the good Paul brother, even though Jake is sort of just as bad as Logan. That being said, though, enough about Logan Paul. I'd love to go to the Aokigahara Forest and see if I actually feel the spiritual energy that is there, because that's one thing they say about that forest, is that where it is at the base of Mount Fuji, it is apparently a site where you can actually feel the spiritual energy coming from the mountain. And there was actually one video I saw. It was released about a year and a half before the entire Logan Paul thing blew up. It was 4 friends all got together, got night vision cameras, got got all sorts of lights and everything. And they went on this trip, and they went into the Aokigahara forest. And while they were there, their flashlights, which had fresh batteries and everything like that, and which were guaranteed for, solid light for more than 6 hours apiece, after 1 hour, 3 or 4 of them shorted out. One is unfortunate. 2 is a coincidence. 3, something fucking weird is going on here. And 4, that to me is...
That's your cue to get the fuck out of there.
Exactly. And then, not only that, their cameras started messing up in some ways. One camera...
Absolutely get the fuck out of there.
One camera started recording in black and white. It lost its color spectrum entirely. The second camera had bad audio. Like, you could hear it. They were trying to talk. They had the camera up and were recording. And all of a sudden, it was just like, so we're going into the and they actually had to use the audio from the other camera for that camera, and it sounded weird. And then, lastly, they went into this one section where if you see a ribbon tied around a tree, that means that there's someone there and they have likely killed themselves. Because that is usually a sign that someone has committed. And they didn't show a body or anything, but they did see something that resembled pants legs on the ground and shoes. And it cuts to the other camera, which wasn't zoomed in, and the other guy who was looking into the camera then gets like a horrified look on his face and just looks back at him and says, "We need to get the fuck out of here, guys. We need to go now. We need to go." And yeah, they bolted out of the forest as fast as they could, and by the time they got out of the forest, the sun started to come up. And I would like to see that, but I wouldn't like to go that far. I would like to, step into the Aokigahara forest and see if there's actually something spiritual there. But more than anything, you know what I want to do? I want to try traditional Japanese ramen.
Ew.
That is one thing I've heard so many people...
Thing is I want to eat a whole lot of stuff if I go over
Oh,
there.
me too. Me too. Food is one of my big things that I want to try. I want to go to the ninja restaurant that Micah told me about.
Check that out.
Yes,
I want to try Wagyu.
Wagyu beef, the most expensive beef in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to try. There's all sorts of stuff I'd like to try. There's also some.
I want to mac on some fine Japanese ladies.
Yeah. Speaking of, there's several. There's several like models and everything who do like weekly meet and greets and everything. And I'd actually like to meet up with them and just be like, hello, how are you? And like get an autograph or something, or get a picture. And just be like, hey-o, how you doing? But, there's so much I'd like to do in Japan. But Jaiden, of Jaiden Animations, has a video here called What My Trip to Japan Was Like. Let's get this up on screen.
This is from a couple of years ago.
Oh, yes.
We're watching it because it's one of the few that we could find that I hadn't seen.
This is true, yeah. Nick has not seen this one, or at least doesn't remember.
As far as I remember.
Yeah. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
In October, I went on the first vacation I've been on with my family in years. My dad works super hard all the time, so normally it would be either my brother, mom, and me, or just me and my mom, and even those vacations became pretty sparse. It's been over 10 years since we've all had a family vacation, and all of a sudden we have a week to be squished together in a foreign country. So how'd this one go? Day 1. We arrived at the Tokyo airport after a nice and easy 11-hour flight.
Jet lag is real.
Wow, I can't believe we finally made it. We've been planning and looking forward to this trip for almost a year, and it's finally happening. How do we get out of here? We walked around the airport for 2 hours trying to figure out what we had to do, which train we had to get. We lost Dad for like half an hour in the Sea of Asians. I'd already expected the worst and thought he was dead. But no worries, turns out he wasn't taken out by the Japanese mafia. My mom had to get train tickets and he had to take care of the luggage, so we split up and planned to meet at a ticket counter. But little did we know there were 2 of them on opposite ends of the floor. As the stereotype goes, they looked exactly the same. So my parents were just grumbling and waiting for each other other to show up at the opposite ticket stand with no method of communication because we didn't have Wi-Fi yet. After figuring that out and getting to the Tokyo station, we had to use the subway to get to our hotel. None of us grew up in the city, and using the subway was new to us, so we had to look at the train station.
Stand on the right,
to do.
or is it the left?
Is this the Windows 98 pipe screensaver? What is this? Props to people who use the Metro daily, or even just know how to figure that stuff out, because that's like a whole Bill Gates secret code, and the consequence of making a mistake is paying to be plopped in an area you never wanted to be at in the first place. We didn't even know how to start reading the map, so my dad resorted to the only logical option. Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Konnichiwa. Please, help us. A good 90% of the time we were lost and not knowing where to go. So my dad would keep walking up to random Japanese people and trying to communicate with them in English, even though we were in a country that doesn't speak English. When they obviously wouldn't understand, he would just try to say it all again. But
slower.
Like that was gonna make a difference. But we found a guy named Paul who helped us out. Thank you, Paul. Konnichiwa. Japan is super different from the States. I didn't really know what to expect, but my mom and I were super hyped after experiencing and learning about the culture. Dad and Jax, not so much. But they like the food. So here's what happened. First morning, woke up early to do a Tokyo bus tour. This time, after our best friend Paul taught us the ropes, we were experts at navigating the subway. We got on the wrong train. We stopped at a cafe for breakfast, and it was at that point where I realized I wasn't going to be able to use the image translation app I downloaded to try and make communication easier while we were there. It would have been super awesome to just hover the camera over the Japanese symbols and have the phone immediately be like, hey, this is what this says. But it wasn't working the way I thought it would.
No.
I don't speak Japanese, but I'm pretty sure they weren't selling a surprised egg topped with the first time in fabric. His wife. I don't think that's a thing. Who married an egg and why is she so surprised? The tour was fun. We went to a forest with some shrines, saw some sumo wrestlers, went up the Tokyo Tower. Pretty cool Asian stuff. Second day, we walked on Japan's big famous crosswalk that looks like the B-movie's traffic system. Pressed F for the dog that waited 9 years for his dead owner to return from the train station. I love you, Hachiko. We went to a Hedgehog Cafe. Went on the wrong train. Spent way too much money at the Pokemon Center.
I would do that too.
And then collapsed into bed. I should probably slow things down a bit so you can really take in. Day whatever, wrong train, rice triangles, tiny banana snack. My brother said it tasted weird. Walking tour, oh god my legs hurt. More noodles. Went to sleep. We had another bus tour around Kyoto, and one of the stops was this 1,000 golden statues temple that was really cool. And we learned about a bunch of gods. One of which I, a Pokemon master, already recognized since it was the inspiration behind Thundurus.
Yes.
Another one of the stops on the bus tour was this temple called Kiyomizu-dera.
Yes.
That's in second
There's a
of.
whole
Yes, it
backstory to
is.
this place where some people
Building
would do
looks
this
a lot
thing
like
called
the second
taking
one.
the plunge, which was seen as a bold and desperate, extreme wish-making act. So it's simple. What you do is jump off the 43-foot temple balcony and not die. That's literally it. I'm not joking. In the Edo period, people believed that if they put their lives in the hands of Kanon, the god of mercy, you'd be granted a wish, given you don't die, because he doesn't give wishes to corpses. During that time, 200 people jumped, and 85% of them survived, which I'd say is actually a pretty good ratio. One woman apparently even jumped twice. Hey, my wish didn't come true. Well, I guess I jump again. I'll let you do that.
No.
Which I think is fair, I guess. Anyway, that wasn't even where I was going with that place. There's this little shrine area at the foot of the temple with 3 waterfalls, each representing either longer life, wisdom, or love. And if you drink from one of them, it's believed that you'd be granted that particular category in life. But you only get 1 drink. Thirsty hoe. So I go up there with my long cup on a stick you get, and was watching what everyone else was doing. They would get the water in the cup, wash one hand at a time, then pour some water into one hand to drink from, and let the rest drip into the pool below. Anyway, cutting to the chase. Basically, you're in the presence of some pretty intense wisdom right now. Also, there wasn't any place to dry your hands afterwards, so I got wisdom water all over my pants. After that, we saw the 1,000 red gates. You're allowed to walk under them, but apparently it takes like 3 hours to get through them all, and we didn't have that time, so we walked under like 10 and called it a day. After waking up with some French toast that was lightly dusted with a pound of sugar, my mom and I went to the Studio Ghibli Museum. I can't express how incredible that place was. I would recommend it to anyone who has an appreciation for Ghibli, or animation, or art, or anything. I'd show you how mesmerizing it is in there, but there's no filming or photos allowed inside, so no spoilers here. I'm a child of the law. But I did snag this picture of the kids' play area because I thought it was adorable.
Yay!
Break the rules when it's
Oh, that's so cool!
About sushi place, and Mom had never been to one before, so she got overwhelmed and just immediately grabbed like 5 random things. I've been to one once before, but my skills aren't anywhere near coordinated. So when I tried to put the wasabi bowl back, I ended up clogging a bunch of plates and ruining a section of the sushi harmony, and just being really obnoxious. And I felt really bad. The next day, we almost got on the wrong train. The wisdom juice is kicking in. We went to this famous Sega arcade with 8 floors. That was immensely intimidating. You know how you go to an arcade and there's always some Asian kid who's an absolute god at a game, and there's a little crowd watching because it's so mesmerizing and we're all pathetic? This is their hive. This is the enlightenment mountain they climb for 80 years and consume nothing but tears of tigers. Car racing, combat games, even the children were getting spit out the womb playing like monks. I don't know what game this is or the objective here, but the aura around him is screaming, "Leave here and never come back! Unworthy rat." We were also introduced to this dance game I've never seen before,
yes.
called Dance Rush Stardom. It's like DDR, but with less arrows.
Yeah, we actually saw that. We saw that at the convention we went
My brother
to.
and I tried to play it, and it felt like the whole country was like, "Oh God, why are they here? They look Asian, but they're white as crackers." Come eat you all yourself. Then we left and got on the wrong train. But the last night we went to this robot show, and let me tell you, this place is insane. So the main attractions of the place are these giant flashy robots and stuff. But I gotta talk about these drinks and light bulbs they were selling. They were crazy. What? Blinking colors and such. It was like a little rave in a cup. Like, dude, who comes up with this stuff? Benjamin Franklin wishes he did, I'll tell you that. You got to choose from like 4 drink choices, but most of them are alcohol, so I got this peach juice instead. I'm legally allowed to drink now, but I'm not the biggest fan. Who knows how outrageous the drink would have looked if I was a bit tipsy. Anyway, definitely one of the most insane things I saw.
Can't hear like anything she's saying over there.
No, I think that's the point, though. The show
is so much fun, and it's become one of my favorite memories with my family. But the thing is, when I started this script, I wanted to briefly mention what we did so I could talk about how much trouble I had getting back home, because that was a whole situation of classic Jaiden I thought you would enjoy. But here I am on page 4 of the script, and I haven't been able to tell him anything. I don't like breaking stories into different parts, but we're not animating a 20-minute video. I'd rather put my hands in the life of canon. Twice. So yeah, see you in a few weeks with that. Hey, thanks for watching. So a bunch has happened since the last video. YouTube Rewind was posted, so that's cool. And I was in it, so that's cool too. And then it became the most disliked video on YouTube right now. Very cool. I threw in a bunch of memes in my part because I speculated YouTube wasn't gonna do it themselves, and no shade, but I was right. And people have been enjoying them. A lot. Like, my god, it blew up. People found the majority of them, but I thought I'd tell you the real answers. So everyone got the Sub to PewDiePie thing, Smash Letter, and the Logan KSI fight. But I also had a book that said Sociopaths 101 on it that was too small for people to see. This little bonsai tree was a little tribute to the famous forest in Japan at the beginning of the year that someone did an oopsie in. And next to it is a little squirrel, because shout out to my buddy iDubbbz for his squirrel series this year. I just liked it a lot. Everyone thought this was a reference to Felix's bitch lasagna, but when I made it, it was the somebody touching my spaghetti meme, because that and Uganda Knuckles were the January memes of 2018.
Yeah.
But it can be bitch lasagna too, I don't care. Things have been crazy because of Rewind, so thanks for enjoying my part. I wasn't expecting this response at all. I was just messing around and stuff, but hey, I'm not complaining. This whole ride has been super fun to be a part of. You guys are hilarious, and the memes from this have made me laugh so much, and I feel overly appreciated. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the memes. In a year, we get to see if I'm not allowed to be in Rewind again because of this, and if so, it was worth it.
Jaiden, you crusty meme lord, we love you. Okay. So
that's funny that like we saw that back then, and I just never saw this video and didn't realize she had commented on that.
Oh yeah, she actually did. Well, I remember all the stuff that was in the background of her videos. I saw the Sub to PewDiePie.
Obviously, she wasn't allowed to be in the new one again because nobody was.
Nope. You know why? Because YouTube hates people. They hate people and their personalities. And if you're a personality on YouTube, shame on you.
Honest today?
Huh?
I missed Unis Honest today, didn't I?
Oh shit, that's right. Who can make themselves taller?
Yep,
Mark or
definitely missed it today. I got to check that out after this.
Okay, fair enough. So, all right, that was Jaiden Animations. What my trip to Japan was like. So we hope that you all enjoyed. And I talked a lot at the beginning of the video, so I'm gonna spare you all a lot of stuff unless Nick has to say something.
We should probably try to learn some Japanese before we go to Japan.
Hi.
Because,
well, I know
can't really figure out what you're trying to do if you don't.
Well, Nick, you know the traditional thing you say whenever someone serves you your food, right?
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu. But what do you do before you? What do you say before you dig in? Itadakimasu.
Yeah, whatever he said.
Yeah, itadakimasu.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh God. Japan's intimidating. I mean, I've taken the subway systems in multiple cities. New York was by far the most complicated because, you're going through 5 boroughs, and not only that, but the 5 boroughs, they're separated, but each of them has their own trick to them. You see, the thing is with subway systems, I can navigate English ones, but I'm intimidated by Japanese ones because, actually, Jacob was talking about this earlier. If it ever comes to the point where we're able to take a trip to Japan, we may actually try and hire a translator or bring someone with us who speaks moderate Japanese.
Yeah.
I guess we need to find you a
someone
hot.
Someone in the group doesn't know ahead of time, then
I guess we need to find you a hot Asian girlfriend.
Yeah, I've been trying to find one of those for the past however long. I don't live around here for some reason.
Could you imagine what it'd be like if you went to Japan looking the way you do?
Real, the place that we live, I don't know what it is, but you know how many Asian girls I've ever seen here? In my entire life of living here?
How many?
A total of less than I would need more than my 10 fingers to count.
Okay.
So you just can't find them here. So
I would say in my life living in this area, I've seen about an even.
Maybe that's a psychological thing as to why I think they're so cute. It's just they're
Oh, they're an exotic.
Yeah, it's a super rare
Pokemon.
Yeah, or something.
So, yeah, it's like
whoa, super rare lady.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden you go out expecting to run into a Pikachu. All of a sudden there's a Zapdos, and you're like, whoa, I've never seen one before. Oh no, don't fly away. Oh.
Whereas other women are unattainable because I'm just a fucking lame person.
Dude, imagine if you go over
Asian women are unattainable because they literally don't live anywhere near here.
Imagine if you go over to Japan and people look at you, they'll just be like, Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne. Start taking pictures with you and everything.
I'm not fucking old enough to be Ozzy Osbourne.
You think? You think they care, dude?
Fucking all these fuckers there. I'm the fucking king of the fucking darkness. Bullshit. Chad! Get some ramen soups, Chad.
Chad, the dog shit in the floor. The dog shit in the floor. Oh god, here we are doing Ozzy Osbourne. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed. This was Jaiden Animations, what my trip to Japan was like. Link to the original video is down below in the description. If you want to see more from us, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell to stay notified. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Helps us out a whole lot. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you in the next one, everybody.